It's time for the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, with the modeling Jesse Wells. From Happy Days, Anson Williams. Pat Paulson. From Another World, Tim Morgan Green. From Night Court, Paula Kelly. And the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bauman.
Just give me a warning. Hello. We're okay. Welcome. Hey, guys. Bless you. Thank you. Bless you.
Hey! We haven't started and you're scowling already.
I'm really excited to be here.
I can tell.
Yeah.
What's so exciting about it? I mean, you've been in show business for years. You've done everything there is to do. You do...
What was... I have?
Yes. You've been in...
Did I have a good time at it?
Yes, you had a wonderful time.
Can't
Listen,
remember.
I know you didn't notice it, but I should point out to you that Kim is wearing a jumpsuit. I know you didn't pay any attention to it, but I just thought you should know that this is called a jumpsuit. It's the last time you're going to be seen full length. I mean, that once is all we can afford here. I mean, Anson's going to get a heart attack if you're not careful. Shall we have a, what's that?
How do they get into those things, anyway?
I don't know. How do you get into those? Well, no, let's not go into that
Lay
now.
down and have it poured on you.
Let's say hello to our two players here, Allison Cole and Pat Fahey. I forgot that it's an Irish name. It's pronounced Fahey, not Fahey, like I said. You're an Irishman, right, Pat?
Right.
Fahey. Fahey. Let's all say it together. Fahey. Fahey. Very good. You're better than I am. All right. Allison, let's hear the story of your life.
Thank you. I'm a junior at Cal State University Northridge, majoring in speech communications, and I also sell cosmetics at a department store.
And you have very pretty skin.
Thank you.
All right, Allison, good luck. Now, Pat, tell us about you, please.
I am a first-year MFA acting student at UCLA, graduate department. I am married. I have 3 children, Damien, Caleb, and Megan, and I am from Missoula, Montana.
Really? Now, you're beginning your studies. Are you going to be an actor, or do you want to be a teacher, or what is your goal?
Be an actor.
To be an actor. Is it, most people start a little younger than you, Pat.
Well,
You just
Yes,
made
it's-
up your mind. You want to do it.
proof you don't have to be young to be foolish.
Well, I think it's marvelous that you're doing it. Right. Very good. All right, let's play the match game. You'll have 3 opportunities to match as many of our stars as you can, and the one who's done that most often will be the winner, and go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Now, Allison, you won the toss. You'll go first, if you please.
A, please.
A it is for you. Mr. T said. Anybody do Mr. T here? No.
Not likely, is it? See, what?
Not often.
Pat, I'd say, has a running shot.
Yeah.
Tim, are you backstage? Tim. No, he's not backstage. Where are you, Tim? He could do Mr. T.
Tim
anyway. Tim Unpronounceable, who was on the show yesterday. Mr. T said, he said, listen up, fool. I like challenges. That's why in my next movie I'll be playing a blank. Mr. T, you know who he is, Allison? He's I like challenges.
He likes challengers.
Yeah, that's why in my next movie, I'll be playing a blank. Here we go, Allison. Mr. T said, listen up, fool. I like challenges. That's why in my next movie, I'll be playing a blank.
A white man?
A white man. All right, Allison.
No.
All right. She went for it. Kim, what do you say?
She went for it. Well, unfortunately, mine isn't quite that good. I said a monkey. Okay, that was bad. Boo! Go ahead, I deserve that one.
Okay, Pat.
Well, in certain parts of the country, it could be a white man, but this I put a lady in.
A lady. Anything unlikely that Mr. T, would, what do you say?
Well,
Paula?
let's see if we can get some sort of leniency. A white woman?
A woman, she said.
A woman.
Yeah, that would be difficult for Mr. T to do. John, what did you think would be difficult for him?
I don't know how unlikely this is. I'll leave it up to you. A nun?
Some interesting answers here, Allison.
The
Yours was good, and all of these have been
response,
good so far. What do you say, Jesse?
Well, I said a...
Another good one.
That's good.
3, 4, 5. Rarely
None
this
would have done
happens. Is 6 different answers, each one excellent.
You bet.
Anson?
We can ruin
Well, I
that
was
in a second.
gonna put Sly Stallone, but no, I didn't. A woman.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a repetition of the other one. All right, Alice.
Lady, you clapped.
I said woman.
Ready, Pat?
You did.
All right. Jack said, this city is really weird. Sorry. If your heart is not in it, just lay out, okay? I just saw a sign that said, we deliver. And what's weird is the sign was on a blank.
Can you repeat that?
Sure.
Yeah.
This city is really weird.
The city?
This city is
Right.
really weird.
Right. How weird is it?
I just saw a sign that said, we deliver. Now, what's weird is the sign was on a blank.
Right.
Do you want some help, Anson?
Give him your reject, Jeff.
I got it.
You got it? All right. Here we go, Pat. Jack said this city is really weird. I just saw a sign that said, we deliver. What's weird is the sign was on a blank.
A fire truck?
A fire truck? That's pretty weird. That's weird.
Pat,
You got it.
Pat,
That's weird.
Pat, did you ever think of a business degree?
What do you say, Kim?
I said a garbage truck.
Garbage truck is excellent.
I did better that
What have you got?
Same thing. We're in
Garbage. All right. 2 of those.
Same thing, trash.
Trash, pickup truck. Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be a pretty good answer. Right, John?
Tried to put this as tactfully as I could. A house of ill repute.
There's nothing strange about them delivering. They do. I hear they do make house calls. What do you say?
I said garbage truck.
Another one. So far, we have 4 of those. Anson,
Oh boy.
you were under pressure.
Quite an answer.
I was under pressure.
time.
Courthouse.
A courthouse.
Monday, Tuesday.
Doesn't know what it means. All right. 0-0 the score. Round 2 coming up in a moment or so. But first, this for you.
Fun. Excitement.
Go, Betty, go, 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 go. Look at him fly.
Big deals.
A brand new car. Go do it. It's yours.
Big wins.
Bet it all that is higher.
And bigger laughs.
Who lives longer, the average game show host or a carp?
Whatever you want, there's a game show for that.
Buried treasure.
You did it.
And Buzzers got it. Weeknights starting at 8.
You hate coming home.
$3 a day. Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
Here we go with round 2. Since the score is tied and she went first last time, Pat, you go first this time.
B, please.
All right? This is from Pat. Fat Frida is really fat. A little better. When she got married, instead of walking her down the aisle, the groom blanked her down the aisle.
Thank you.
Okay, Pat? Not in the slot.
Oh, it's not in the slot.
All right. Pat. Fat Frida is really fat. When she got married, instead of walking her down the aisle, the groom blanked her down the aisle.
Wheeled her down the aisle?
Wheeled her down. You don't like that one, huh? What would you say? Rolled?
It's a certain unanimity about their response,
There
isn't
seems
it?
to be a unanimity
Better
about
than
their
how fat is she?
Communal.
All right, what do you say,
You
Kim?
know what? I go along with you guys. I said rolled.
Getting the hang of it, Pat?
Yeah, I'm starting to.
All right. What did you say?
She's really big, wasn't she? I put roll, too.
Yeah. That seems to be it.
Make that 3.
Well, that's 3 rolls up here. Roll out the...
We're on a roll, Fahey.
Yeah, we are.
Maybe you should change it to Fahey. It might help.
What have you got?
5.
5 of them.
5 rolls, no waiting.
And Anson?
What did you guys say? Roll.
Okay. Does that make you feel bad?
No, I feel
We're not
great.
doing it for that reason. I'm
I
sorry about that, but rolled was a pretty good answer, come to think of it. You ready for yours, Alice?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go. Wayne Wonderful.
That's a new one.
Wayne Wonderful, the Vegas entertainer, said.
Oh, boy.
He said, I often get standing ovations when I sing. But when I get home, my wife gives me a standing ovation when I blank.
Is that embarrassing?
Come over here.
It's just on the level now of, is this embarrassing?
Okay. It's up to you. I'm just here for spelling and stuff like that. All right, Allison.
Could you...
Wayne Wonderful, the Vegas entertainer, said, I often get a standing ovation when I sing, but when I get home, my wife gives me a standing ovation when I blank. I thought you'd have an answer by now.
Oh, when I sleep.
Sleep.
I don't know.
Very sharp audience. You're going to be surprised. Someone up here might say sleep.
What is it?
Maybe. What'd you say?
It's not me. I said when I take my clothes off.
I like the way you think, Kim.
Thank you.
Going to make you a senior vice president of the firm.
Oh,
What do you say,
great.
Pat?
Somewhat connected. You'd have to take off your clothes to sleep.
No. What have you got, Miss Paula?
When I don't sing.
Very good. That's a good one, isn't it? My wife gives me a standing ovation
good.
when I don't sing. I think that's quite amusing.
I wish I'd thought of that. I said, make love.
Aha.
My public.
Wayne Wonderful. What have you got there?
Swing. Swing.
I tried to talk her out of
Wait a
it.
minute.
You did try to talk me
You
out.
don't know what she means by that, and I'm not going to ask. All right.
Neither does she.
What do you say?
Remember when you took me in the corner here and embarrassed me?
Yeah.
And I changed, and I got a new card?
Yeah.
What did I have before this one?
You had sleep.
Right. Make love.
Now, listen. I did not mean for you to
talked
change
me
it.
out of that one, Gene.
I did not. I just said, do whatever you want. Whatever you mean by it is okay with us. And what he
Sure.
meant was she wanted him to get lost. And I said, that was fine. All right, here we are at the end of round 2. No score. No score. This is terribly embarrassing. Round 3 anyway, no matter what happens right after this.
Come on. Yeah. Body Language, Sundays at 10 on Buzzer.
Helping families with mental
830-4959 or go to buyqb.com. That's 800-830-4959. Order now.
Round 3 coming up. Final round. If it stays 0-0 at the end of this round, we have to go to a tiebreaker. And we'll have to have a winner then. Now, let's see. The score is still tied, zip to zip. Pat won first last time. Allison, you're first this time.
A, please.
All right. Let's see if we can score with this now, folks.
All right.
Okay.
Right. Good.
Herb's Hash House is the sleaziest restaurant in the world.
How sleazy is it?
It's so sleazy. I don't know if you want to hear this. It's so sleazy, the waitresses wear hairnets on their blinks. Here we go. Herb's Hash House is the sleaziest restaurant in the world. It's so sleazy, the waitresses wear hairnets on their blanks.
Legs.
Legs is good. By Jove, they're good, isn't it?
That's good.
I'm sure that one of the celebrities thought of legs, because it's an excellent response.
It is great.
Are you the celebrity who thought of it?
I am not, and I hate the fact that I'm not. I said buns.
Buns. That would
Hairy
imply
buns?
that the waitresses had hirsute bottoms. An unlikely possibility. Pat?
I think that was such a bad answer. I put rear parts.
Thank you, Pat.
All right, Paula?
Well, you said hash house, and you're
Yeah.
slinging hash.
Right.
So I said faces.
Well, faces is all right. They could, have facial hair that would be in abundance that would cause them to wear a hairnet. What did you say?
Abundance. I certainly thought of legs, but I just went a step further. I said chests.
All right.
Hairy legs, hairy chests.
Legs, but I said trays.
On their
Hair and food.
hair.
Sleazy.
All right. Legs, Anson. Anson, we want legs.
Well, hash is, real close to hands.
Hands. Well,
Hairy hands? I agree.
so far, we haven't spoiled our record, have we? 0-0. Pat, it's all up to you.
No.
It's rare that we have a contestant in this position where all you need is one to win. Please. It's easy to tell the difference between Burbank and Pasadena. Pasadena has a Tournament of Roses parade. Burbank has a Tournament of Blanks parade. Got one? All right. Have you noticed the canal, Kim?
The canal?
Don't step too close. The water is not too pure out here in Venice. It's a lot of fowl, though, and wildlife of various sorts flying south for the summer. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, my ship's coming in.
Here it
Quick.
comes. Here it comes. We'll watch it. It'll be around the bend any second now. All right, let's have an answer up there. Ready? Pat, the moment of truth. It's easy to tell the difference between Burbank and Pasadena. Pasadena has a Tournament of Roses parade. Burbank has a Tournament of Blanks parade.
Dandelions parade.
Dandelions. Should we go right to the tiebreaker and not even...
We probably should.
How do you do that?
They're destroying us. These two people are going to destroy us. Destroy us.
We'll do this quick and easy. Garbage.
Garbage parade. All right,
Kind of sums it up, doesn't it?
does.
But stinkweed.
Stinkweed. What? No, stinkweed is not a dandelion. Paula?
I put smog devices parade.
Smog devices parade. All right, I guess. Get the tiebreaker ready. All right, John.
What happens if nobody gets the tiebreaker?
It's got to happen. We'll just go on and on. We get a second tiebreaker.
Let's throw both of them into the canal.
All right.
Okay.
What do you think?
Swim,
We've
get
never
those-
tried that.
Yes.
I said weeds.
Weeds is an
The
excellent
most
response.
generic, the most...
So that means
Fish the contestants out of the canal.
Fahey wins the game. Right over there on that spot, if you would, please. Hello, Allison.
I never knew dandelion was a weed.
Going to send some gifts to you from the match game.
Thank you.
And
It's
I
been a lot of fun.
Allison, it was a pleasure to meet you. Allison Cole, there she goes. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, we're going to switch. Here comes the rest of our set. We're going to bring on 3 more stars here, and John and I will trade places, and we've got a lot of excitement coming your way. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Gibson side-by-side refrigerator freezer, featuring through-the-door ice and chilled water dispensers, automatic ice maker, 24-foot capacity, and exclusive frost clear sits and furnished by Gibson. And now it's time for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour with Phyllis Diller. Tim Thomerson. From Riptide, Tom Bray. And taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
Okay, we'll be right back to play Hollywood Square.
University of Maryland Global Campus.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
Okay. All right, welcome everybody to the second half of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. This is the Hollywood Squares portion. And we have with us the winner of today's bouquet of weeds, Pat Fahey. How'd I do?
Great.
Thank you. Okay, we also have three brand new celebrities. We have Tom Bray from Riptide here on NBC, Tim Thomerson, and the colorful Phyllis Diller. Tim Thomerson. Tim. Yes, you of the semi-yawn. You have a budding film career, don't you?
Well, it ain't really budding. It's just a career, John.
What have you been doing lately?
I just finished doing this thing called Rhinestone with Dolly Parton and Sylvester Stallone. And I'll tell you what, and it was really a lot of fun. And also in this thing called Uncommon Valor with Gene Hackman about the alleged POWs.
Yeah, which is kind of a hit, huh?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Very good. Okay, haven't seen it. I look forward to it. You have showed uncommon valor in wending your way through the match game. Let's play Hollywood Squares. Here we go. He hung in there. And if you believe that dandelions are weeds, you will probably also believe that there are girls named Sam. We have one here.
Yes.
Your name is Sam Moore?
Metcalf Moore.
Sam Metcalf Moore. Well, we couldn't fit it all on that little green card, you see. She is not our defending champion because our defending champion had to retire after her 5th day and winnings of somewhere between $45,000 and $50,000. But Sam did win by a toss of the coin backstage, the defending champion's seat. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your life to date as much as you think we can bear?
Okay. I recently got my teaching credential, and I'm working part-time in a school for gifted children, which is extraordinary. The kids are wonderful. My husband and I are taking care of our little babies. We have a mutt and a ferret.
Terrific. Okay, well, this might be a little bit different from the School for Gifted Children, but we're going to play Hollywood Squares anyway. We're going to play it until you hear the Time's Up bell. Whoever's ahead at that point, of course, goes on to play Supermatch, and that could be worth up to $30,000. First game's worth $100, $25 for every square that is captured. Sam, you won the seat, so you get to start. Pick a star.
Pat, please.
Pat Paulson. Pat, you went to Las Vegas and you got a quickie divorce. Now, can you go right down to the wedding chapel and get married again? Or do you have to wait at least 24 hours?
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times. You can do it. You can go right down and get married. I'm positive of that.
Agree or disagree for the first square, Sam?
I agree.
You can get married right away. Yes, you're off to a good start. You're right to agree. You get the first square, and an X goes up there. Pat Fahey, you are playing O. Pick a star.
I'd like Tom, please.
Yes. Tom Bray.
Yes.
You are a grayish-green shrimp.
I am. Who looks great in a gray suit, don't you think so? Goes with the gills.
Are you as good to eat as a pink shrimp? Or should you be thrown away?
No, actually, green shrimp are freshwater shrimp, and some say that they are better than pink shrimp to eat.
And he's on a show called Riptide, so are you going to believe him, Pat?
And I know.
He might know. He says grayish-green ones are just as good. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Grayish-green ones are just as good as pink ones. You should have listened to Tom. No, you should have agreed with him, and your opponent gets that square. So, you're off to a real flying start, Sam Moore. You're playing X. Make your move.
Anson, please.
Okay.
That was great. I'm ready, yeah. Hit me. Okay.
Anson, you have 40 moles on your body.
Baloney. You looked?
No. Is this a sign that there's something wrong with you? Or are you just about average?
No.
Take my word for it.
No,
you
no,
have
no.
the...
Yeah, no. That's about average.
Okay. For the game. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
You're just about average with 40 moles on your body. You were right to agree. The square and you win the game. So it's a clean sweep. 175 to nothing so far for you, but plenty of time. We're going to be back with a $200 game right after these messages. See you then.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
Settle down. One at a time. Show me your stuff, then move on. Who's first? Thank you. Next.
We got the cheese.
Better. Good. Try to make it funnier. A for effort. You again? Now it works.
See who passed the Whammy auditions on Press Your Luck. Weekdays at 4. Only on Buzzer.
Genius.
Now, if operators are busy with all the other caring people, please wait patiently. Or you can go to lovetriangle.org to give right away.
Big or small, your gift helps us all. Thank you.
And now back to John Bowen and the Hollywood Square.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. It's 175 for Sam Metcalf Moore. And Pat Fahey, you are continuing the magnificent tradition that you established in the match game.
I'll break your record, Pat.
Okay. Well, consistency is a virtue, Pat. But before we begin the $200 game, I have something to read to you. Let's see. Dandelion. Dandelion, noun, a common weedy plant with many rayed yellow flowers. So there. Now that we've cleared that up, I knew that. You give me a quarter for this. Okay. Next game is worth $200, $25 for every square. And Pat, you lost the last one, so you get to start.
Pat, please.
Pat picks Pat. Who came first? Pat Paulson, Ruth Gordon, or the bikini?
Certainly not at the same time. I don't think. I would say Ruth Gordon.
Agree or disagree, Pat?
I agree.
Ruth Gordon came first. Yes, you're right to agree. Well done. The bikini. You broke your string.
One.
Ruth Gordon broke her string. The bikini came in 1946. Okay, Sam, your move.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Here we go. Hello, Sam.
Hi.
Mr. Rayburn, what weighs more? A newborn bear cub or a newborn baby?
Bear cub or a baby? Well, let's see. Bears have multiple births. There could be 2 cubs in a litter. Ha! Tough question. Now, let me see. Yellowstone Park.
Someone could be giving birth right now, Gene.
And are.
Give me an answer.
I'm going to say the average baby weighs about 7 or 8 pounds, I suppose, and a bear cub would probably weigh a little less than that, since they're
So the baby weighs more. What do you say, Sam?
I'll trust Gene. I agree.
The baby weighs more. Well done. Yes, you're right to agree with Gene. You get the square, and it's even up in this game. An X and an O on the board. You are playing O, Father Fahey.
I would like Paula, please.
Okay, Paula Kelly from Night Court. You're an old hen.
I am.
Will you lay larger or smaller eggs than a young hen?
These questions. Well, let's see. Given the the ravages of time, his body usually gets small. I would say I would lay smaller eggs than a younger hen.
Says the old hen lays smaller eggs. Agree or disagree, Pat?
I disagree.
The old hen lays larger eggs. That is good playing. You are right to disagree. That is a grade A answer, Mr. Fahy. You are right to disagree, and you get the square. Okay, now he's got a couple of O's up there, so he could forge from behind, unless you can stop him, Sam.
Okay, Kim DeBlock.
You missed this one. The game belongs to Pat. Kim Morgan Green, the wax in your husband's ears smells funny. Should he see a doctor, or is this something you'll just have to get used to?
And what are you doing in there in the first place?
That's what I want to know.
That's uncommon valor.
What were my choices? Give me that one.
Your choices are for your husband to see a doctor, or for you to get used to the funny-smelling wax.
Oh, I should just get used to the funny smell of wax.
I agree.
For a block, agree or disagree?
Excuse me, I agree.
Her husband should see a doctor. No, you should have disagreed. In this case, your opponent gets that square and wins the game. And takes the lead. Okay, so now we realize that we have a real hot one going. We got 275 for Pat, 200 for Sam. We're going to find out what happens in a $300 game after this. Don't miss it.
Drawing blanks.
You didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
Point blank.
Is your husband here?
No.
Match game. Filling in the blanks. Tomorrow at 11:30 on Buzzer.
HarrelsonZone.com to order yours now.
It's a tight battle. We got 275 for Pat, 200 for Sam. Sam, you get to start. Pick a star.
Pat in the hot seat.
Pat Paulson. Yeah. You just got a nose job. And now, hate to be the one to tell you, Pat. You just got a nose job, and now both your eyes are black and blue. Is this a normal condition, or was your plastic surgeon a klutz?
No, I think that happens every time you get a nose job. You get it lowered and then upward, and then change it a lot.
I think that happens every time you get a nose job. Sam, agree or disagree?
I agree.
It is a perfectly normal condition. You are perfectly right to agree, and you get the first square. And remember, in a game that's this close, every 25 bucks can count. Okay, Pat Fahy, pick a star.
Gene Rayburn, please.
Gene.
Yes.
What's older, the Republican Party or baloney?
Well, is there a difference between the baloney
Good call.
Baloney's been around a long time. The Republicans in this country have been putting out baloney only since Thomas Jefferson's time. I would say baloney was invented before that. There must have been a way of curing and preserving meats before the Republicans, before...
Okay.
You know, okay.
He says baloney predates the Republican Party. What do you say, Pat?
I agree.
Baloney is older. You are right to agree. You get the square. Baloney. Baloney, in fact, dates back to the Middle Ages. Okay, let's keep everything going pretty quickly now. We got a very close game. Sam, it's your move.
Paula, please.
Paula Kelly. Will chicken soup help a cold, or is that something your mother lied about?
No, actually, this I do know. Chicken soup has, in the cooking of it, to make it quickly, something very close to penicillin. Yes, it will help a cold.
She says it will help a cold. Agree or disagree? Sam?
I disagree.
Chicken soup will help a cold. No, you should have agreed with Paula. Reasoning doesn't count. Her reasoning's a little
that's right.
off. Any hot soup apparently will relieve congestion. Okay, Pat, you're playing O. Pick a star.
Tom, please.
Tom. Hello.
Tom Bray.
Yes.
Can one rotten apple really spoil the whole barrel? Or is that just the stupid old saying?
No, one rotten apple can really spoil. Yeah, that stuff gets all over the rest of the apples, and you got a whole barrel of rotten apples.
He says one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch,
Absolutely.
babe. Agree or disagree, Pat?
I disagree.
One rotten apple really can spoil the whole barrel. And we're having a reprise of match game. You should have disagreed, or whatever you should have done, and your opponent gets that square. Okay, Sam, you are playing X. You're in a good spot.
Yes, Anson.
This could win you the game and put you back in the lead. Mr. Williams.
Yes, sir.
According to Sex and the Teenager.
Sex and the what?
Sex? Sex and the Teenager by Ann Landers.
Oh, yeah.
Is heavy petting okay? Or is it dangerous?
You're kidding me.
No.
Ann Landers? What do you think she's gonna? She's gonna say it's dangerous. What are you kidding?
Agree or disagree, Sam?
Geez, this is a tough one.
Aren't they all?
You never know with Anne.
How about a little kiss, Sam?
The attack of the heavy petters in Panavision.
Anson, what did you say again?
Oh, he said it's dangerous.
She says it's
Yes, for the
dangerous?
game. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Heavy petting, according to Ann Landers, is dangerous. You're right to agree. You get the square and you win the game. Well done. Okay, we'll all have to get our own syndicated column to disagree, but you have forged into the lead, Sam Metcalf Moore. There is still time. Sweep the X's and the O's off of the board, and we will start with you, Pat. You're playing O.
Pat.
This game's worth $400. Pat Paulson, if you have insomnia, which of these should you do at bedtime to help you sleep? Should you make love or should you jog?
I know this. This is easy.
He woke up.
Can't do both.
How come you get all the easy ones, Pat?
Well, yeah, generally jogging would be the thing.
What do you say, Pat? Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
You should make love. Well done. You are right to disagree. You get the square. Okay, Miss Metcalf Moore, your move.
Jean, please.
Gene.
I'm ready.
He wrote the book, Guidelines for Successful Living. Is he Lawrence Welk or Billy Carter?
I don't know if Billy ever got sober enough to write anything. He never got sober enough to write home. No, he's sober now. I'm only kidding about that. It would just, some of these tricky questions are tricky. And it's possible, I suppose, that Just Plain Bill wrote that book. But I don't know, it sounds more like Lawrence Welk, who's in his 70s and is healthy and hale and functioning, so I'll say Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk, he says, wrote Guidelines for Successful Living. Agree or disagree, Sam?
I'll agree.
Lawrence Welk wrote the book, Guidelines for Successful Living. Yes. And the bell means the time is up. She earned that seat for real now. $600. New champ, Sam Metcalf Moore. Good going. That's exciting. Have you ever won anything before? Okay, now here's what you do right now. You just troop right over there, you join Gene Rayburn, you remember him from the Republican Party and the baloney, and you get set for your shot at the big money, okay? She gets up so beautifully. Congratulations. Well, Pat, you did okay. You did considerably better than you did during match game. You're leaving here with a total of $350, and really, you were quite a good player. Congratulations, Pat Fahey. Good luck on your acting career.
Thank you.
Gene, take it away.
Okay, John. Well, we congratulate our new champ here. We'll be back with her and our 9 stars for a go at the big money right after this.
Whatever you want,
Bet it all that is higher.
there's a game show for that.
Look at him fly.
And Buzzer's got it.
All right.
Coming up next.
Tuna casserole.
Or infused compression. Ask for it by name. Copperfit compression gloves.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny O. Sam is very excited. Are you happy about
I'm
this?
so happy. Unbelievable.
Okay, let's stop here then. She's happy enough. Let's stop.
All right.
Let's go.
She could win up to $30,000 here in the super match. Let's begin. Sam, we polled an audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank opera. If you give us the answer that they wrote down most often, you'll get $1,000. $500 for giving us the second most popular answer. And for choosing the third, you get $250. All right. Now, you may call on any 3 of the 9 stars.
Paula, please.
What do you say?
Soap.
Soap opera is hers.
John.
Oh, I love that, but I'll give you Grand Opera.
Grand Opera.
Phyllis Diller.
You. You're Phyllis.
You woke me up.
Those little naps help at this time of the...
What must I do?
What must you do? You must give us a blank. You see the word
that.
blank?
Yes,
Opera.
okay, I have it.
You have what? What is it?
Obviously, soap.
Well, now, you have been sound asleep because Paul has already said
I already
so.
got. Oh, I'm very sorry.
I didn't finish
okay,
drawing the bubbles.
And the next one, my dear, I'm in Connecticut. Don't bother me.
Right.
The next one is grand.
Then we've had that.
She's right.
The next one
We've
is
had that.
We have it. Okay, I got it.
Phyllis.
Got it.
Now, wait a minute, Phyllis.
Here
You're
it
going to get
is.
this microphone
I
right
got
down
it.
your throat unless you come up with an interview. What's that?
Horse.
Who?
Good.
What?
Horse
Opera.
Okay.
Spaghetti. What do you want?
What is this you're wearing?
It's my skin, darling.
Chainmail armor? It's not your skin. All right, so she says horse opera. You got grand opera from John and soap opera from Paula.
I did not. I
You
knew
may
it myself.
choose one of those three or think up one of your own.
I'm going to go with soap.
Soap opera. All right. That's what we want. Let's see if it's up there. If so, where? We'll begin by revealing the $250 answer. Light opera.
Sure. No.
Light opera. The $500 response says Phantom of the, starring Lon Chaney.
Come on.
And
come
the
on.
$1,000 answer is soap opera. There we go. Okay, Sam. Well, you got the $1,000, as you can plainly see, and now it's time for the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. And after you've made your decision, that star will reveal the hidden number and will multiply your $1,000 by whatever that number is. It'll be a 10, a 20, and somewhere up there is 130. Time now to choose a star.
Paula.
You're number one, two.
They look alike a lot.
I do, baby.
You really want Paula?
Paula.
Paula, all right, grab the tab and let's see what it is. It's a 10. You're playing for $10,000.
I have a 30.
All right, later we'll find out what Phyllis is. Well,
10
it won't
times
come out.
1,000.
Really? Good luck to you. Here it is. Happy blank. H-A-P-P-Y blank. Happy blank. You'll write your answer, Paula. And when you're finished, put it in the slot, if you please. Paula's ready, Sam. To collect the $10,000, all you have to do is match her. What do you put in that blank?
Birthday.
Birthday. All right.
I don't think so.
You say happy birthday. And Paula
I
says
said face.
happy face. And we had happy days. Happy birthday. Happy face.
Good. Happy
Well,
hour.
listen, you've got a total of $1,600, and that's not bad for your first day. You'll be back tomorrow. And we'll be back in a moment or so with Sam and our stars right after this.
Or continuous glucose monitor. US Med. Better service, better care.
All right, we want to find out which of the stars have the big 3-0 right now. All right, stars, all together. Would you grab the tab and give
Hold
me a
the tab.
1, 2, 3, go.
Woo! Pat.
Pat Wilson had the big 3-0. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Gene Rayburn inviting you to join us tomorrow.
John Bauman saying so long for the match game. Hollywood Squares Hour. Wake up, Phyllis. Say goodbye.
A member of our studio audience will receive Oneida Silver Cliff gift certificates for a beautiful assortment of gifts for your entertaining and enjoyment, including your choice of luxurious stainless flatware and silver-plated hollowware furnished by Oneida Silver Cliff. This is Johnny Olson speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, a Mark Goodson television production.